Hey everyone, so December the 1st, oh my gosh, the last leg of the year, right? I've just been looking at a little bit back down the mountain. I like to do that every so often. I think it's a really healthy thing to do. I caught a post a couple of times actually from Rob Moore talking about reinventing yourself. I think it's based on a book he's got coming out. And it's made me think actually, so basically that's the point of this purpose of this video is to talk about where I've reinvented myself, but also the point of doing that, me to talk about it, is hopefully it may inspire you if you're in that process at the moment or considering it, or if you've ever done it as well. Like, comment below if you've ever reinvented yourself at any point, whether it be a career change or just style change, whatever. Like, comment below, because I do find that's quite an inspiring thing, especially at the moment. There's been a lot of life changes for many people, so I feel that now is it's a good time to kind of maybe look back down the mountain, but think where you reinvented yourself, how you got past that. But I can't say it's easy, and I can't say it was just yeah, let's do this. There was some hurdles along the way, but they really did shape me into who I am and what I am, and where I want to go. And my principles have pretty much always stayed the same. I love to help, I love to serve, I love to give. So my principles are almost have stayed the same on there. So it's not like a reinvention of what I suddenly believe in. Although spiritually, I guess that's changed and evolved as time has gone on. So it is an evolution, but so it's like reinventing ourselves, but it's an evolution of ourselves at the same time. So my school grades were pretty pants, to be honest. I didn't do that great at school, me personally, and even trying to lift them up, boost them up, it didn't do too great. But however, I was able to, so let's say my maths, I think I had a D in GCSE, but later I went on, I had to somehow reinvent myself, sort myself out. That was probably more of an evolution process, going on to HNC maths, and getting the merit in the end. So that kind of took the level from here to way up there from my point of view. So it was something I was quite proud of. And of course, no, it doesn't make, I'm not a mathematical genius. I'm sure some of you will know that, right? but my point is, I reinvented myself. I changed my approach to stuff, and then went on to become an electrical engineer. And I thought that was going to be my career. I honestly didn't really know what I wanted to do. And even within that role, I left a couple of times to go traveling and do some backpacking around the world. So again, it was almost like a reinvention of myself. They say you're going to find yourself when you're traveling, and I thought that's what the case would be. But actually, I just had an amazing time, met some great people, I had some great experiences. I found myself more in later life, to be honest. So that's another story. So I feel though, but that shift, it was healthy for me. So I do feel that when it's time to evolve and transition into something new, even the transition phase, like transition phases into something new in life, they can be happy and they can also be quite traumatic, but they are all good things that we need, that do help us grow. From engineering, obviously martial arts was my go-to for my release, my passion, my fitness, keeping my head in check. And it became something I really needed. So I didn't even think I would change career into that. I didn't even see myself as teaching that at some point. It was that was just my hobby. But something happened, something shifted in me. I realized that it was something I was really, really passionate about, and I reinvented myself again. I became an instructor, or an assistant instructor at first, but that was a big reinvention for me. It was a big step forward. I was just come up to 30, so it's 15 years ago, if you're wondering. And that thought process, there was many things I wasn't ready for then. So I wasn't quite ready for that, but I knew I knew I could do it. I believed in myself. I visioned myself doing that. I picked up these great tools, through my instructor, Stephen Thompson, who I'm eternally grateful for putting that faith, that trust in me. But of course, it's down to me to make those decisions of, yeah, okay, I'm going to do this. This is very uncomfortable at the moment, but I'm going to have to get comfortable with that because I'm going to grow as a person. And we had a great team as well. So it was very encouraging environment that I was in 15 years ago when I first started doing that. And even from there, from an assistant instructor 2 years later to opening up a school in Cheltenham as the main instructor, the head instructor. So it was another reinvention. So for quite a there was a period of my life where it felt like every couple of years I was almost reinventing myself or evolving or transitioning over to something else. So they're kind of similar. It's like that thin line, or there's like a line with it. But as I did that, each time I grew more as a person, and I felt it was very healthy for me. Of course, other things came along in life, and I did go for some depression. I had some quite horrible times. But actually, during that time, it seemed like a good idea at the time. I bought that Cheltenham Academy out as a business for my own. And again, that was another reinvention of myself. It was a lot to kind of get my head around. I was also a fitness instructor through, even though it was using martial arts, it was a fitness class. So my mindset on how I taught and how myself was very different between a martial arts class and say a fitness class, and how people would look to me. So again, very good for me. And even in troubled times, I feel that side of things became another reinvention of myself. When I came out of it, it was, I was battered down. My emotions were all over the place, and coming out of that, even though it's been a process, but it was another reinvention of myself. So the point of what I'm getting at is, whatever you're experiencing at the moment, whether it be, hopefully it's all, it's good times, but it has been a hard year. And in many respects, for a lot of us, I feel that we will reinvent ourselves. We probably appreciate little things more. Maybe our health, maybe our families. And for a lot of people, unfortunately, you may have lost a job, or you're thinking, right, this is the time for me to learn something, to go on and do something I really want to do. The best advice I was ever given, I was in Byron Bay in Australia. There's this nuclear engineer, and his advice, he gave that up. He gave being this, boffin on nuclear physics or whatever, was just to, chill out in Byron Bay, basically, for the rest of his life. He just lived the life of a hippie. But the best advice he gave was, do the best job you can have is your hobby. That's it. Straight down the line. So for me, it worked. and I've grown involved. My hobby is always going to be martial arts. I love that. I love the training, just getting on a bag and just de-stress. And I love seeing the journey that people take with that, how they evolve and how they reinvent themselves just in their whole persona, their attitude. It's not like they suddenly come out and it's, what was that TV program? It's Night Matthew, I'm going to be this. I can't remember what it was called now, but yeah, it's not necessarily like that, but it's a transition. And now as I've gone on as from a business owner to writing a book, and the story started when my grades weren't so great at, from school. Now, does that mean my English, my grammar is suddenly amazing? No, it's not. But I didn't let that stop me. I just found my way around it, and my way to make that work, because I didn't want excuse from there. And it was something I thought I can't ever, but I didn't think I would do that. But as we reinvent ourselves, or transition, and we grow and evolve, other things crop up that actually I think I can do that now. Hello. I think I can do that now. I think I can make that change. I can make that shift. So that's why I feel, a reinvention is actually really, really healthy for you. And if you've gone through like a, tough phase, that again, it's like, that's part of your reinvention. That's part of your evolution. Obviously I've been through divorce, and it's not nice, but for both of us afterwards coming out, it was a great reinvention for ourselves, to live the life that we both wanted to live, and for our children to be part of the two different lives, but also part of it, if that makes sense. So when tough stuff is happening, when it's a bit stinky, you will reinvent yourself and you'll come out for the better. But that doesn't mean we have to wait for something dramatic to happen. That, if you feel that urge, that burn inside, then it's a good time to reinvent and go forward and just crack on with it. And here I am now. I'm doing podcasts and live videos nearly every 5 minutes, and people, I see you all the time on social media. Good. Let's get out some more. And now, this week I've launched like a social media challenge. And again, it's my ethos is, and my principle being, I love to give, I love to serve, love to help. And if I can do that, happy days. So that's pretty much the next phase that I'm in, or I'm in a transition phase as I go on to my, the next projects that I'm going to work. So keep reinventing yourself, keep evolving. And sometimes, what I've learned as part of that journey, it's not easy. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've got it wrong. I've tried things and I failed at things. I failed a lot of things when I was younger, and actually it was quite healthy for me now in hindsight, because it got me used to that feeling of, this is horrible, this doesn't work. So it got me used to that feeling, and then from there I was able to deal with that when things didn't quite work out. So now, if it doesn't work out, it's okay. Or I have to learn from this. What could I have done better? And even with this challenge that I'm doing this week, straight away, immediately with I'm doing like a 5-day social media growth challenge. It's free. And then I'm learning as I go with that. Okay, I could have tweaked that one a little bit better, maybe explain this. But so as we evolve, we learn more about ourselves, and we learn more about where we're going to take ourselves forward, in the future. That's pretty much it, guys. So if you want some more mindset coaching, click the link. I'm going to go and do a video in my group in a minute, talking about the importance of rewarding yourself. So if you want to catch that one, just jump on in. Otherwise, have a great day. And that burning desire you have, whether it be a transition, a change that you want to make, it's going to be positive. There's always a negative that comes with a positive. We can't have it all good. And the negative might be, well, it's a bit hard work. It's out of my comfort zone. I got to learn something. I might have to say goodbye to someone, whatever it is. It's, there's always going to be that. But if you look ahead and find the things and visualize, then the thing working for you, it will, 100%, and stay focused on that. But reinventing yourself, evolving, making positive changes in your life, that of course they're healthy, it goes without saying, but don't fear that. And it's just little steps. But the biggest thing is that decision that you're going to do it. All right. But let us know. Have you reinvented yourself? If you're watching on the replay, please comment as well. Have you reinvented yourself? What did you do? Look back down the mountain. Look how far you've come. And remember, take a rest as well. All right, really important. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. Peace, love, and make today great.